Hey, what's up? Welcome to the 3-question personality test. That's right. All this test has is 3 questions, and you will get a complete personality profile. Learn your personality in 3 questions. Have you ever wondered what kind of personality type you are? Based on the Keirsey temperament model, there are 4 main personality types: artisan, guardian, idealist, and rational. Each type has its own strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations. By answering 3 simple questions, you can find out which type best describes you. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get a little bit wonky. This quiz is weird because it only has 3 questions, so you're going to have to keep track of things that you normally don't keep track of when you take my quizzes. Basically, you'll see in a second, but for each question, you need to write down how many of each symbol you get. You'll see what I mean. Question number 1. You work best A, with deadlines, B, without deadlines. Okay, so if you said A, just note shield for yourself, like 1 shield. If you said B, note 1 paintbrush. Moving on to question 2. You consider yourself more A, rational, B, compassionate. So again, if you got rational, please note 1 puzzle piece for yourself. And if you got compassionate, please note 1 heart for yourself. And then finally, you are more interested in A, ideas, or B, facts. Okay, and this is where this gets really crazy in the scoring, okay? But we'll go back over it. But if you said ideas, then you need to note 1 puzzle piece and 1 heart for yourself. Or if you said facts, then you need to note 1 shield and 1 paintbrush for yourself. Okay, got it? And then you should look over your notes and see what you got the most of. And here, let me go back and I will just take the quiz really quickly and show you, for example, how I would score it for myself. So I work best without deadlines. So that's a paintbrush for me. I consider myself more rational for sure. So I have a paintbrush and a puzzle. I am more interested in ideas or facts. Ideas for sure. So I'm ending up with a paintbrush, 2 puzzle pieces, and a heart, which means for me, my dominant characteristic is going to be the puzzle piece. And so going over here, I would see for myself that I am rational. And then if you got 2 shields, you would be a guardian. If you got 1 paintbrush or 2 paintbrushes, you would be an artisan. 2 puzzle pieces like me, you're rational. 2 hearts, you're an idealist. And I can even show you how that works again. So we saw how I got rational, which is I said I worked best. Doesn't really matter what you say here, actually. I think maybe it does. Here. So I said I work best without deadlines. I said I was rational, and I said I preferred ideas. And that got me the puzzle piece dominant. But if I had said I work better with deadlines and then I considered myself more rational, I would have gotten, and then I preferred facts, I would have gotten a shield twice and the other things, once. Does that make sense? It's kind of crazy. So let's just take it one more time for somebody else who answered very different things just to see how it works. And you can kind of take it again for yourself real quickly. So let's say I work best without deadlines. Let's say I'm compassionate. And let's say I like ideas. So then I would end up with 2 hearts and I would be an idealist. So yeah, the scoring is kind of crazy. I apologize that the scoring is crazy, but I think you can see why it has to be so crazy because you get your result so quickly. Just 3 questions and you're done. So here we go. There are the 4 types: guardian, artisan, rational, idealist. And someone who is a guardian is someone who will say that they work best with deadlines and that they're more interested in facts. Similarly, someone who's an artisan will say that they work without deadlines best and that they're also most interested in facts. Similarly, someone who is a rational person will say that they are rational and they work better with ideas. And somebody who is an idealist is more compassionate and works better with ideas. So yeah, it all gets kind of it's interesting. It's crazy how this works. Okay, so let's move on to the personality types. Guardian. You are a natural leader. You're interested in rules and order. Morals are important to you. A hard worker, you give your all at whatever you do. You're very serious, and people often tell you to lighten up. At work, you are suited to almost any career, but you excel in leadership positions. On weekends, you tend to like to do organized activities. In fact, you often organize them. So, this is the most popular personality type. 45% of all people, guardians are sensible, they're down to earth, they're goal oriented, they're polite, and they're formal. Let's move on to artisan. 30% of all people, you adapt well to new situations, you are playful and free-spirited. You don't do well in conservative, stuffy situations. It's probably hard for you to keep a normal job or stay in school. You're best suited to be an entrepreneur. You are always up for fun and adventure. You take risks and bend the rules. And if things don't work out, you chalk it up to life experience. On weekends, you keep active. From cooking up a storm to running a 5K, you wear yourself out. So 30% of all people, like we mentioned, these people are grounded, but they're also flexible. So it's an interesting mix of being good at practical things, but also open to the world. They're animated, they're fun, and they're expressive. Okay, let's move on to the next type. This is my type, rational. Only 10% of all people. You are full of ideas. You are so rational that you analyze everything. You seem distant to some, but it's usually because you're deep in thought. Those who understand you best are fellow rationals. At work, you tend to gravitate toward idea building careers like programming, medicine, or academia. On the weekends, you spend most of your time thinking, experimenting with new ideas, or learning new things. And these people are logical, but they're also creative, honest, direct, and confident. Okay? And then this is the rarest type, by the way. And then the final type on this for this quiz is idealist, which is 15% of all people. You are good at expressing yourself and sharing your ideals. You are the most compassionate of all the types and connect with others easily. You seek out empathetic people to befriend. Truth and authenticity matters in your friendships. At work, you crave personal expression and meaning in your career. On the weekends, you like to be with others. Charity work is also a favorite pastime of yours. These people are caring, kind, they tend to be empaths, they're warm, and they're heart driven. Well, that's the whole quiz, and I feel like it's pretty basic, right? And it gives you so much information about your personality just from those 3 questions. And I just encourage you to come on back and take it again. Anytime you feel like there may have been a shift, it's only 3 questions, so it's so simple. Please comment, let me know what you got, what you thought of this quiz. I would love to hear your feedback on it. Did you find it difficult to score, or was it not so bad?